Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, did a couple days down in Florida with the family, back up in New Jersey now. Traded while I was down there. One of the best ways, there's two great ways to get the tape started. Number one, do a webinar on Tuesday about trading a low volatility tape. Number one. Number two, go on vacation for a couple of days. So we had some nice, it's still directionally, it's still up. But the ranges have widened out. The bears at one point in the day on Thursday, Friday, were able to expand the range to the downside. That has been, the bulls have done their part to expand the ranges to the upside. They haven't really finished very well. The problem for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, has been the bears cannot expand the range to the downside. They started to do that unsuccessfully, but the mere fact that they're trying to do it every day means you're going to get a lot better trading tape than what we've had. So what do we have heading into today? Pretty tame overnight. Did another new all-time high overnight, 25.7725. You see here the hourly mid-band is trying to hold. It held on Europe Open. So for me, two areas we've got to look at. Hourly mid-band, 74.40. You've got the mid-band on the daily is way down below, down in the 42 area. It's deep. It's below last week's weekly pivot. You've got this week's weekly pivot comes in at 25.63.5. You've got the 9-day simple at 25.60. So 60 to 63 is really the area that the bears would have to conquer, not only trade below, but convert. You can see what happens when you do that unsuccessfully on a Thursday, and then you get a rip, retesting, hourly mid, and up. So basically our Friday was pretty simple. It was short gold, long the indexes, and it turned out to be really it was a nice no-brainer Friday, which is what I needed since I was on vacation. So as we head into today, watch the all-time high. We're only a handle off of it, or less than a handle off of it, in the weekly pivot. The other thing I have to say, I've got to mention this. At this point, the round number up at 2,600 is to the point where it's going to be basically magnetized. And I know it's difficult to wrap your head around the fact that we're going to go print 2,600, but as long as these dips keep getting bought and the tape is slowly trending to the upside, that's where the bleed is going to go. And one of the reasons why the webinar that I'm doing tomorrow is on trader psychology is there are a lot of difficult aspects to this tape right now that will screw with your head as a trader. I want to talk about them all. I want to take a ton of questions. I want everybody's, concerns and fears as a trader. If you have one, get your butt into that webinar tomorrow and let's talk about it. I want a full room because trader psychology, whether you trade stocks, bonds, options, futures, your brain is universal. Your brain is universal and it has to be working correctly or you're going to make mistakes as a trader. So Tony, Jack, and I will be in there tomorrow after the close to go over trader psychology. I'm really excited. It should be a good webinar. Please join us. Just very briefly on the daily chart, then I'll let you go. We're going to open in about 9 minutes. We're just grinding. The 9-day held, and we continue to grind. You look at a weekly. The 9-day and the weekly holds. The 9-day, the weekly mid-band held, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be 7 weeks now of an upper band ride on the weekly chart. That's a lot for the bears to have to overcome, and they're not going to overcome it instantaneously. Watch the weekly pivot. Watch the 9-day 60 to 63 will be the key to whether the bears can even get into the conversation of taking control of this tape. All right, trade them well. I'll see you for a midday update. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.